I'm changing shoes. Can't wear my white shoes. Got these beach ones that I keep in the car all yesterday afternoon. So I'm off to do a beach walk and I'm dragging you along with me. Maybe it'll motivate you to do some walking, some exercise, who knows? But we're also going to pick up some seaglass because, yeah, we did that yesterday. It was awesome. Got a whole pile. Where is it? There we go. That's my pile. Okay. Not very ladylike. I've got a dress on, skirt on. I don't want to shock the world. There we go. Alright, I don't think we need a bucket. I was going to put my sea glass in my pockets. Just want to show you my little snack this afternoon. Had a muffin and I was so hanging for Vegemite. Bit of butter, bit of Vegemite. No butter in the fridge. So I put avocado with Vegemite. Not bad. Not bad at all. We need keys. And we need earphones. Alright. Let's go. We did 5Ks yesterday. We're training for coast track. Today we will do the same, I reckon. Vegemite. Which way are we going? Oh, this way. So remember, we're looking for sea glass. So we're walking to Sutton's Beach in the Redcliffe area, Moreton Bay. This is Moreton Bay. It's Moreton Island over there. I'm Dora. I'm trying to untangle my ear things. Really there? Wow, you can hear the plane take off somewhere. The airport's, oh yeah, you can see it there. Oh, you really can't see it. Oh, there is a plane taking off. Must be a big jet. Alright, plugging you in. I love walking alone. So I'm training for 30k walk that I'm doing next month for mental health. It's called Coast Track. It's a charity, and then basically they nominate a different kind of company each year. So it's Beyond Blue this year, which is for mental health. So I'm a big supporter of mental health, and I think everyone should be a big supporter of mental health because we all have a mental brain. And, you know, anything can happen and we could end up having a mental health issue. let's face it, we'll all be touched by mental health in some kind of form, whether it be personally, friends, family. For me, I have had a friend commit suicide, so I am walking with purpose, walking for Esther. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at that. I just said that, walking with purpose, and then you see a big pelican walking. How cool is that? I'm in Australia, mate. This is Queensland, Australia, and that is a pelican. He is gorgeous. He is beautiful. Now, you shouldn't get too close to wildlife, so give him a bit of a wide berth. How gorgeous is he, hey? So while we're walking, do you know what seaglass is? Most people know what seaglass is. It's basically bottles that have been chucked into the water and then they're broken, and then the water and the waves and the sand make all the edges nice and soft. Yesterday I collected a whole handful. So at the end of my training, I'm going to try to put together some kind of art project with all the sea glass I collect. So if you see some sea glass, tell me to stop and have a look. Same time, I don't want to go too slow. Oh, look, that's sea glass. It's a massive bit. I'll have to wash that. That's huge. That's not completely weathered yet, but we can use that. That's a big bit of sea glass. Oh my goodness. Look at all this. This is a whole lot of glass. Okay, we're going to need... I should have took the bucket from my car, hey? Someone's picked up all these sea glass, and I'm picking it up now. That'd be from probably a beer bottle, you reckon? Oh, shivers! Whoa! Jeez. Nearly got done. Lucky I turned around then. Okay, I'm going to have to get... On the beach they have those doggy bags, the doggy poop. I might get one of those, hey? Whoops. I'm supposed to be trying to do 5Ks this afternoon. I haven't got very far, have I? Keep on dropping it. There we go. I was going to put this in my pocket, but it's a bit dirty to be putting in my pocket. Now we're looking for a doggy bag. Where are we going to find a doggy bag? I think down there's one, so we'll keep on walking this way. This is Sutton's Beach, guys. This is in Redcliffe in Queensland, Australia. God, I'm speaking like the Queen. How now, brown cow? I'm not sure how to say your name. Zavan... Okay, I'm just going to butcher it. Oh look, there's another bit. Okay, I need to get a bag. I can't actually pick up any more. Yesterday I picked up a really nice bit of... It was like a violet colour. of seaglass. Okay, I spot where we can get a bag. We're getting in a doggy poo bag to put our glass in. Are they plovers? Huh. Come on. All right, let's go up and get a doggy poo bag. I'm not going to show you people because that's not, nice for those people. The Redcliffe Museum used to be there. Whoops. Whoops. Make sure there's no holes in it. That like that, guys. Okay. To wipe my hands. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so the Redcliffe Museum used to be there, and it used to turn into the many takeaway shops and ice cream shops and pubs. But they finally took it down. They said it was too expensive to keep on fixing it. Many people got married here. There was a function centre. At least they've kept this. So let's get back to the beach, because that's what we're trying to do. We've got to get some beached sand time in these feet. So the walk I'm doing for charity is next month. So I've probably got about 3 weeks. Better late than never, hey. I've been on holidays the last month, so I haven't really been able to do beach walking like I do. I live 5 minutes away from this beach, so there's no excuse on normal days to get down here. It is 3:30 in the afternoon if you're watching from another country. It's 3:30 on a Thursday afternoon. So if you're watching from the Northern Hemisphere, this is the future, and I don't know the lotto numbers. But I have a dog bag full of sea glass. Well, thanks for jumping on, publisher. These are commercial fishermen. They're allowed to put their boats on the beach. Not so much sand. Not much sea glass or stuff coming up this way. But still, we've got a good haul already to start with. So if you're jumping on, I'm Dora, and this is a beach in Queensland, Australia. And this is my second day of training for 30k walk. So I don't know what that is in miles, guys, no idea. Google it. 30k's on sand. I'm doing this on the Sunshine Coast next month with another 3 ladies, and we're raising funds and awareness for mental health. Look at these black guys, these birds, they're pretty cool, hey? I don't see them very often, actually. So I'm not here to raise money, I'm just here literally to just chat about my walk and hopefully, motivate you to do challenges or do some walking or go to the beach. Take 5 minutes out of your day to do something good for yourself. I could have went home and, you know what, jumped on the computer, made a video. I am due to upload a video tonight, but you know what, I haven't made one. And I'd rather go walking, which makes me a bad YouTuber, but anyway, whatever. I'm here to love my life, and loving my life is looking after me. So this 30 kilometre challenge is a really good thing because it challenges me personally. So as a woman, you know, it's good to challenge yourself fitness wise. You know, 30 Ks is not a walk in the park to do on one day. I have done this three years in a row. Actually, no, I didn't do it last year. I've done it 3 years previous to that. So I have done it before. I am capable. I just need to get some more sand in these legs. So this is a nice beach that I'm able to walk to. I basically just kick this rock in a nice way. And then I walk around and I walk all the way to that other bay up there. So if you want to stay with me, I'm sure we'll talk about some crazy random stuff. And I'm sure we'll end up with some random jumping on the chat that I have to block. That was yesterday. I had to block some guy. That was my first time I had to do it, actually. Most times I just kind of laugh people off and, you know, just say, hey, you're going to talk like that, get off the live. But yeah, this guy wouldn't take the hint, so I had to block him. Actually, I have to block him for 24 hours so he could come back on again. Anyway, whatever. I did report him too. Hey, how you going? Oh, look at all those fish. What kind of fish is it? What kind of mullet? Oh shit, wow. That's what mullet looks like. Mullet's good eating fish actually. So they've caught that out there. Cool. Like I said, they're licensed fishermen. They're allowed to be on the beach and do that. I can't just bring a boat down and do that. Not on this beach anyway. Alright, let's get back into our walking groove. People that have jumped on the chat, or some people that are on the live, do you want to say hi? Any topic you want to chat about? Love a chat. So I'm Dora from this channel, obviously. Dora, Explorer Dora 80 is my handle name, and my channel is about exploring 80 countries. I am up to country number 62. That was just a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I was in Luxembourg. That was pretty cool. And I went to Europe for a wedding. A girlfriend of mine got married in Lyon, so that was really nice to catch up with my girlfriend, see her get married, and then I tagged on somewhere that I hadn't been in Europe. And so I was flying in and out of Paris. So I've done the main bits of Europe before, so I can't count that again as a new country, but obviously I went to France and that was, love France. But Luxembourg was like a 6 hour, I got a bus actually. I got a bus from from Lyon to Luxembourg. I got an overnight bus. Left at about 10 and I got there at 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, that was tough. But hey, the joys of travel, and heaps cheaper, because if I caught the TGV, it would have cost me like €200. It only cost me €36. So I'm a backpacker at heart. I don't always backpack, but mostly backpack. That's how I've been able to see 62 countries, because I'm a tight ass. I stay in backpacker hostels and yeah, choose the cheaper accommodation, like choose a choose the cheaper way of getting around, like walking. So I did lots of walking in Europe when I was there, but I didn't do sand walking, so hence why I've got to get on the sand and walk. And I'm just taking you along for the ride. And if you're listening, just giving you a bit of random conversation while I'm not giving you any eye contact because I'm looking at the ground, trying to find some sea glass. So the sea glass is just a random idea that I thought of yesterday while I was walking because I saw some sea glass and I went, oh, let's pick up some sea glass. And at the end of my training of, so probably about 3 weeks, let's see how much sea glass I have and let's make some kind of random picture. Suggestion yesterday from Paul D, Australia, that's his handle, was to make a mosaic, which I've never done that before, so that could be interesting. So, yeah, I can make something for the garden, I don't know. So, I'll do a video about that one day. Yeah, that's me, but let's show you the water because that's what you really want to look at. Not me. You don't want to see my... Oh, look! Oh, that's a nice colour. That's nice. Yay! That's sea glass. See, and if I didn't turn the camera around, I would not have seen that. I might have to fight the tide for it too, because the tide's coming up. So people jumping on, this is Sutton's Beach. Sutton's Beach in Queensland, Australia. And you're joining me for some training. I'm training for a 30k walk next month on sand, hence why we are walking on sand. There, another little bit there. Then we're picking up sea glass. So I did this live yesterday. Yeah, and a lot of people seem to like it. Not too many people chatted, but that's okay. So, I might not always chat, just let you listen to the ocean and not listen to my voice. Oh, I could sing to you if you like. I'm joking. I can't sing. I mean, I could try, but I don't think you'll enjoy it. I think you'd rather listen to the sound of the ocean. That's cuttlefish. Good for your birds. Should have picked that rubbish up really, shouldn't I? I should have put 2 bags, 1 bag for rubbish and 1 bag for sea glass. Tomorrow, that's what I'll do tomorrow, okay guys? I'll have 2 bags, 1 for sea glass, 1 for rubbish. Because look, there's a straw. Oh man, I don't like straws on the beach. I have to pick it up. That'll end up in a turtle. And that's just not right. This is my problem when I start walking. I start picking up everything. And then I've got to go to the bin and then I don't get my K's in. Oh, chicken leg, huh? Then I don't get my walking in. How rude, hey? This rubbish stops my walking. No, I'm happy to pick up rubbish. Just need more hands. And to be honest, if I didn't have you on live, I would have another hand free, wouldn't I? So I'm trying to do a bit of both. So we've got 10 people on the live. Welcome. Welcome to my training session is my second training session for Coast Track. I actually don't know if you can hear me very well. My mouthpiece is just here, I guess. I think you can. Normally people say, oh, I can't hear you. They can't hear you. So I'm Dora, welcome to my page. I'm about exploring 80 countries. Obviously I'm at home in Australia. This is my homeland. This is my local beach, Redcliffe Beach. Work day, finished work, and I'm going for trying to get 5Ks. Maybe I can try to do 6Ks this afternoon. I did 5Ks yesterday while we pick up some rubbish, and we're trying to collect some sea glass. Yesterday, if you look at my community tab, you'll see a post, and I showed you like a handful of my sea glass I caught yesterday. Picked up. So we're just about finishing. That's Sutton's Beach there. It's a big park and barbecues and toilets and stuff. But now this is coming into Margate Beach. We're going to walk all the way up to Scott's Point, if you join me. And then we'll walk back, because this is where I've got my car parked. What's that? That's a bit of plastic. Again, we don't want that in a turtle, or a fish, or anything, or a dolphin. You've seen those horrific pictures of dolphins and fish with, turtles especially, with straws stuck in them. It's not rubbish. Okay, there's a bin up here. We hadn't planned to be picking up rubbish. Yesterday afternoon when I walked through, there was no rubbish, so someone had done it for me, which is nice. So let's just chuck this rubbish. So there's a bit of plastic there. Again, you don't want that in the water. Chuck things in the bin, people. And I've got my bag. All right, let's get back to it. Sea glass, that's what we're looking for. Seagrass. Sea glass, not seagrass. There is grass out here though. There's actually there's a bit of a dugong population here. I have yet to see a dugong in the wild here. I'd love to see one. Looks like the tide's coming up. Hi, Lavender. Oh, Lavender. How are you going? I didn't end up seeing your sister the other day. Lavender, you said that you had like 12 siblings? When I was walking around Cabarita Beach, you joined the live and I'm sure you said you had 12 siblings? It's like, wow. Hey Paul! G'day Paul! I've got a doggy bag today because I ended up finding a whole dump of sea glass that someone had collected and it was a bit wet, so I thought I'd better put it in a doggy bag. Not used, obviously. So how are you going, mate? How has your day been in Phillip Island, Victoria? As you see, I'm at it again and doing a live. You're like, what is wrong with this girl and her lives? Yeah, I don't know if you picked up, Paul. I'm all or nothing. Can't help myself, I have to pick up the rubbish. I'm all or nothing, so one life is not good enough. You just got to do 5, don't you? That's what I think I did I'm sure I did 5 on the Friday when I got to Sydney, and then I did 5 on the Monday morning from Cabarita, or on my way to the airport kind of thing. Yeah, I know, but you know what? I own my craziness. I can call myself crazy. And you know, if you want to call me crazy, I don't care either. I don't take things personally. I think that's what's wrong with this world sometimes, that we take things so personally. Kayak anyone? Alright, we've got to find a bin. Oh my god, Lavin, did you say you've got 16 siblings? So you're one of 16 siblings. So your mum and dad all had 16 children. Any twins? That's fascinating. Okay, I won't show you that. That's a homeless guy just here. Out of respect. No one wants a camera shoved in their face. That is the Seabull Hotel. It's part of the Accor group. Up the top there, got a nice bar at the top there. That's what we're looking for, a bin. Whoops, shivers. Right, back to the beach. Okay, we've got 17 people on. Jeez, watch out. Well, hi, I'm Dora. I'm waving at you. I'm training at the moment, and that's why I'm dragging you along with me, kicking and streaming, listening to the ocean, probably not wanting to listen to my voice. I'm training for a 30k walk. It's called Coast Track. They have them all around Australia, not all around, but in most states they have them once a year. And the minimum is 30k's. You can do 60k's if you want to. I actually was going to push myself to do 60k's this year, but I haven't got enough lead up time. It's only in 3 weeks. I'm crazy enough to try, but you know what? I'd rather not, break myself. Oh, it's jelly. So I started yesterday afternoon. I did 5k's. Well, I was pretty much talking to... Oh, Cody, how you going? Now, Cody, were you the one that I banned yesterday because you were being dirty? Or were you... Sorry, if you weren't, I apologise, but there was some random on yesterday afternoon that was really annoying. Paul, you're not the random. Oh, yeah, sorry, Cody, you're the guy from Fiji, sorry. Apologise, Cody, that's right. You're the guy from Fiji. You're engineering, you're learning, doing something on the roads in Fiji. Welcome. Yep, so day 2, training Coast Track. I've got my doggy bag. You're familiar, Cody, with the doggy bag. But there's no poo in there, there's sea glass. And I've been a bit distracted talking, so I haven't been able to pick up any glass. And I've also been picking up rubbish. Yesterday on my walk, there was no rubbish. So, obviously someone beat me to it, which is great. I love that other people are picking up rubbish along the way. But I think the tide's just coming in, so maybe there's new rubbish coming up. So I'm trying to balance that with holding this live at the same time. Okay, that's a lolly wrapper. I know my lollies, it's a fizz whiz. I used to be a lolly rep, literally, a confectionery wholesale rep. I worked for all the confectionery companies at one stage, all the different ones. I'm a bit of a chocolate feed. I started with Cadbury, then I went and worked at Ferrero Rocher. Then I worked for a confectionery wholesaler that sold all the different lollies. Actually, we're just going to have some water actually. Oops. So lavender, you've got here, some of us are adopted, and yes, we have some twins. So guys, Lavender on the chat, she has 16 siblings. Well, she's one of 16 siblings. Some of them have been adopted and some of them are twins. That's amazing, wow. And I'm guessing you haven't all lived in the same household. Some of them are older, I'm guessing, and moved on. Be curious to know what the maximum like people living in your household has been at one time. Oh, shivers. At one time. Yeah, Cody, I do remember you. You're from the Gold Coast. Sorry, I just thought you were that annoying guy that was creeping me out on the light page. But sorry, I got you wrong. Apologise. You're not the creepy guy. Yes, I'm still fighting the good fight. I did do my spiel talking about mental health and how I'm walking with purpose, and that mental health affects all of us in one way or another. Oh, look, there's a bit of seaglass. And, you know, if this is what these lives are about, that I get to talk about, you know, to people about mental health, and that they might go check on their friend or their random cousin or whatever, that, you know, makes that person feel like they're wanted or stops them doing something that they, you know, we're sorry that, you know, we don't want them to do. I do this because I lost a good friend of mine, Esther. She was, I think she was 46 or 47, probably 46. It's been about 3 years now. She was from Malaysia, and in Malaysia they don't recognise mental health. A lot of Asian countries do not recognise mental health. They're just like, you know, you'll grow out of it or just deal with it. She was married to a Muslim man. Sorry if you're Muslim. I mean, she was just married to a man, should I say. And she wasn't the same faith as him. And they had many disagreements, and they had 3 children. And she was quite traumatized in that relationship. She did leave him, but the scars were left. She met a guy online, as you do, and she came to Australia and married him. One of her daughters came to Australia to live here with them, and it wasn't easy. It really wasn't easy. Her husband and her drank a lot of alcohol. I'm not saying that alcohol can cause mental health, but when you're already suffering from mental health, it doesn't help your mental health, put it that way. So, you know, even personally talking about myself, I mean, I don't have mental health. I can't say, I have a mental health issue, but, you know, if I'm depressed over something, like I lost my father 7 years ago, and I was very, very tight with my father. My father was my world, and so I've had some, moments, and, you know, if I've drank alcohol the night before and then woke up really hungover, you know, that can be a really bad recipe. I mean, obviously I didn't do anything. I didn't feel like I needed to do anything, but I can see how, you know, how things can happen. So like I said, I can't say I have mental health, but I can see how mental health and depression can cause us to make bad decisions. And then, you know, who knows where that can go. So that's why I'm doing this walk, 30 k's for Coast Track next month. And that's why I guess I'm doing this talk. I mean, I thought I was just doing the walk for the sake of doing the walk and put you on the live so you can see my lovely beach here at Redcliffe. But maybe it's more than that. Okay, so Lavender, 31 to 8 years. Wow, that's a big group, hey, of ages. We all live in the same, oh my gosh, you all live in the same house. 16 of you, wowzers. That's amazing. So guys, have a chat in the chat. Paul's already saying hello to Lavender and Cody. That's great. I love that. So that means I don't have to chat so much. You know, I mean, I love to chat, but I've got a job to do. I'm walking and I'm trying to find seaglass. So if you want to chat, go for it, guys. I'll be quiet for a while. Oh, Lavender, that's a great question. If you could live anywhere in the world for a year, where would you be? Okay. Well, off the top of my head, I would say I would go back to live in Mexico. I used to live in the Riviera Maya, which is like Cancun, Playa del Carmen area in Mexico. So I have lived there already. But I would definitely go back in a heartbeat. I don't know what I'd do with my partner, but you know, he's alright. He'll come visit. I have just come back from France, and France has the capital of Paris. I love Paris. I went there when I was 25. That was 25 years ago. I'm 50. Good old 50. And I always wanted to go back to France and live in Paris for 3 months to experience what it'd be like to be, you know, to live the Parisian way. I mean, I can't speak French, but you know, just to see how the Parisians live, I guess. So I don't know if I'd want to live there for a year though. But, you know, you asked the question, Lavender. Paul says he'd live in an island of Koh Samui. Ah, yeah, that'd be nice. Cody, Dora, can I be your partner? I don't know. Well, are you a sugar daddy? I'm joking. I'm joking. I always joke that I need a sugar daddy to do all the trips that I plan to do. But I don't know if Diego would be very happy to share me. I'm a lot, so maybe he'd probably be quite happy to pass me on. Alright, we've got some squid bait. Got sand in it. Okay, it's been a while between seaglass. So Cody, where would you live? You're from the Gold Coast. You're at the moment working for 3 months, I think, in Fiji. You're just at Suva, which is pretty exciting. Where would you live for a year? If money and time and all that thing weren't an object or weren't a problem. Okay, here's Mr. Pelican that I was showing you yesterday, and he's smart. He's next to the fisherman. So Lavender, you're 50% Scottish. Have you been to Scotland? Scotland is amazing. I was going to do a Scottish accent then, but I can't. It's very hard to do accents. I've got some good guy friends that live in Scotland, and I went to one of their weddings, and it was so nice to go to Scotland and see where my friends were from and understand their crazy ways. They love Celtic and Rangers. They're those fish heads that I saw yesterday. Nothing's eaten them yet. I'm surprised. Alright, let's get this to the bin. Cody's saying Africa. Okay. What part of Africa, Cody? Like Egyptian, up like the north, or like South Africa, like the gaming reserves, middle? Let's see if old mate's been catching any fish, hey? I won't film him and put the camera in his face, okay? I won't be rude. Hey, how you going? Good. You catching anything? Nothing. Just this guy's hungry waiting for you, hey? He's smart. Yeah, they're amazing, aren't they? Get out of the... He's so beautiful. I don't want to get too close to him. But see how he's quite tame? That's because he's always next to the fishermen, getting fed. I mean, I don't condone that, but at the same time, you know, whatever. Hey, Jordan! Jordan, mate, how you going? Welcome to my live. We are training for a 30k walk. We're doing 30k's next month on the sand, hence why I'm walking on the sand. Yesterday was my first training session and I've got some fun people on the line here. Lavender, Cody, Paul D. Meet Homestead Made Easy, that's Jordan. He's from, are you from Florida? Are you living in Florida? He's from the States, okay, but I'm not exactly, are you from, I'm sure, because I've sent you a postcard. I think you're in Florida, hey, I should know this. So yeah, he's my mate, Jordan. So Jordan, you know I do a lot of stuff for mental health, Walking with Purpose, so that's what the charity that I'm walking for next month. So I've been doing these lives, well, just to have a chat, but I have been talking about mental health and that how mental health affects us all in some degree and way. And yeah, but at the moment we're chatting in the chat about Lavender put up, if you could live anywhere in the world for 1 year, where would you live? So Paul said Koh Samui, Cody said Africa, and I said I'd go back to Mexico. Yep, okay, so I was correct, you were in Florida. So where would you go, Jordan? No, it's called, it's a really well-run actual organisation. It's called Coast Track, Jordan, and they run one in most states in Australia once a year. Mine's next month on the Sunshine Coast, and it's a minimum 30k's, and then you can go up to do 45 or you can do 60k's, but you have to pay for it. It's very well run, where they have like water stations and fruit stations and a big hoo-ha at the end, you know, music and you know, people yelling out and clapping. So I think I paid $150 for it, and then I also have to raise money for it too. So I'm not asking you guys to raise money, I'm just talking about it, just how it works. It is on a Friday, so that's why it's not really accessible for everyone. And they do it on the Friday because they don't want obviously the public just jumping in, because you know, they are trying to target people to obviously raise money to do the walk. I've done it 3 years in a row, except I didn't do it last year, so I'm lying there. I didn't do it 3 years in a row. I've done 3 years in a row and then I missed out last year. All right, let's run, Forrest, run. This is my local beach. I don't know, how far are you, Jordan, from the beach? So Jordan's saying he would live in New Zealand or the Netherlands. Would love to learn about permaculture from one of the greats. Yeah, New Zealand do a lot of permaculture. And yeah. So also, Jordan, I'm picking up seaglass because yesterday on my walk that Cody and Paul were walking with me virtually, we were picking up seaglass because I thought maybe at the end of my training I'd put all the seaglass together and try to do some kind of art something. Paul said I should do a mosaic, so I think that's probably a really good idea. So I've got a doggy bag where you'd normally put dog poo in it, because it's quite picked up a whole lot of wet glass. So unfortunately I can't go much further. Normally you can walk all the way around. So I will continue doing these lives, and you'll be able to eventually walk all the way around with me. I didn't get much further yesterday either because the tide's coming up. Okay, so Jordan, you're 1,600 kilometres in a straight line from the beach. Okay, that's far. Is that right? Oh, okay. 1,600 metres, not kilometres. Okay, I was going to say, geez, it's far. I was thinking to myself, wait on, that's not Florida. Yeah, I was saying before, I don't know what the difference between 30 Ks and what that is in miles. I think when you're in that kind of, when you're in miles, you can't figure out kilometres, and when you're in kilometres, you can't figure out miles. So you're not stupid, Jordan. We're just in different countries, hey? So this is an old toilet block. You know how we all have, or Paul knows, and maybe Jordan knows, I have a bit of a fascination with toilets and dancing in them. Just a weird thing I do. So I always point out the toilets because it's just, something to talk about. Okay, 18 miles, Paul. Okay, righto. All right, so that's good to know. So I'm doing 18 miles or 30 kilometres on sand next month for mental health awareness. We also have Lavender on the chat. Lavender I met on a chat when I was in Sydney over the weekend. And how funny was this? I walked past where her sister lives. Her twin sister. Crazy. So it's amazing from a live, you can actually see where, recognise things. Whoa. So Jordan, this is winter. It's 4:14 p.m. on Thursday afternoon. Whoa! And I'm just wearing a t-shirt. That's summer where I live. Though it's not summer where Paul D lives. He lives in the bottom of Australia. So Paul, what's the degrees today? I'm guessing you're not wearing a shirt. Whoops. Whoa. And Jordan, what's the temperature today in Florida? All right, let's get back to the beach. We need some more sea glass to the collection. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. Okay. So yeah, I don't know, Lavender, I don't know if you're still on the chat, but I don't know if it's real or not. But basically she said that I was showing the houses. I was in quite a Cabarita in Sydney. It's quite a affluent kind of area and very nice looking houses. And I was kind of saying how, it's nice to walk past houses and, dream about, not dream, but think about what these kind of people do for a living. who lives in the houses, what do they do, you know, those kind of things. People watching kind of thing. But I'm a bit of a voyeurist. Anyway, and Lavender said, I think you just walked past my bestie's house. And I'm like, what, really? And then she said, oh, my sister said to say hello. So, and then we just got talking and I said, and she said, oh, my sister said, do you like dogs? She was going to bring her, like, go for a walk with her dog and come say hello to me. And I said, oh yeah, hey, I'm open to that. And then she had to jump off the live. She had to look after some siblings. She said that she's one of 16 siblings. And they all live in the same house. Anyway, she just jumped on again. So she obviously followed me, or subscribed, should I say. So she obviously jumped on again. And she did say that she's from 8 to 33 years old or something. Oh, look at this, guys. Here's pelican. So Paul's saying it's 12 degrees outside and the AC's on and it's 22 inside the house. And Jordan said it's 12 degrees at 2 a.m. Crazy, hey? And it's summertime in Florida and it's winter here in Australia and it's the same temperature. Well, night and day, isn't it, really? Hey, mate. We don't get too close. Give him a wide berth. So apparently he didn't get any fish because the fisherman didn't catch anything. Yesterday there was 3 of them all hanging out. Boat ramp. Okay guys, let's focus on sea glass. You guys talk in the chat. One of those things that instead of do up the top of your plastic bags when you put them in the fridge. Ah, look, sea glass. Oh no, that's not sea glass. Tomorrow, if anyone's on the live with me, can you remind me to get 2 bags? So I get a bag for the rubbish and a bag for my sea glass. Because I'm kind of running out of hands. Good problems to have, hey? Honestly, I love walking. I know it's weird that I'm walking with a live, but if I wasn't on the live, I'd have some music playing. Sometimes I don't even have music playing. I just listen to the water. So therapeutic. Like I said, it's so good for our mind. Haha, look what we just found, guys. Sea glass. Woohoo! Sea glass. See, I need more hands. Rubbish. Oh, whoops. Left that rubbish. You know what? I'm going to keep this little clip. Whoops. Because reuse, recycle. I just got to clean it. I can use that on open cheese or something, a cheese packet or something. Yeah, so Jordan, my plan is to collect each day's sea glass. Another bit. And do some kind of art project at the end. Suggestions? Paul said do a mosaic. I think I really like that idea. I've always wanted to do a mosaic, but I don't know if you can do it with glass, but hey, we're going to give it a crack. On my community post, I posted a picture of all the sea glass I got yesterday with how many Ks I did yesterday on the walk. So we'll do that again today. You might also need a belt to hang the bag off. Like a carpenter's belt. I actually have a collapsible bucket in my car, but yesterday afternoon when I did the walk there was no rubbish, so I just presumed today that I wouldn't see any rubbish. I don't know why I presumed that, but I did. And obviously I've had a few stops to the bins because I don't have enough hands because I'm doing a live holding the phone up. So Jordan, why are you awake first of all, mate? You had to work in the morning. So Paul D, you reckon a carpenter's belt? Can you see that? I might even, actually, oh look, the sea glass. Oh, that's an interesting shape. Look at that. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a plane. Can't really zoom in and show you. When you zoom in, it doesn't really zoom that well. But there's a plane, okay? Cool as that. So Paul will remember yesterday, or Cody even, that I was a bit obsessed yesterday with I found a really nice piece of lavender kind of looking sun glass, seagrass. It was so cool. Some kind of rubber. And a water bottle. I don't know how many caps you normally see when you're walking along. Mornings are the worst for coming here because in the morning, obviously all the waters come up through the morning and you get lots and lots of bottles of bottle tops. Again, I don't want them to end up in a turtle or a fish or a dolphin or anything, to be honest. Alright, so tomorrow I'll bring my bucket. I don't know, Paul, about the carpenter's belt. I think I might look a bit crazy. So, could it look any more crazy than me walking along holding a phone up, talking to the air? Probably not. This is not bad weather, guys. It's 4:26 p.m. Mind you, I'm warm from walking, I guess. But it feels pretty good. Love winter in southeast Queensland. Cody, you'd agree. That's why you live at the Gold Coast. So, Paul, are you from Victoria? Do you like the cold? Every time I think of Victoria, I think of cold. He does have a carpenter's belt and I have used it before for a dance. I have to find that dance and actually put it on YouTube. It's hilarious. I don't know if he'd be very happy about me taking his carpenter's belt. I think carpenters they love their belts because it's kind of like part of their, their uniform. And I can't promise that I wouldn't put it down and leave it there. I do get distracted quite a bit. Another bit. So every time I pick up some glass, I have to pick up my rubbish. I know, first world problems. If I wasn't holding the phone in the other hand, I would have a spare hand for rubbish. But hopefully you guys are getting something out of this live. Okay, so Paul, you lived in Brisbane and the Gold Coast, and you're not fond of the cold, but you're living on Phillip Island, where it is. You've got you're close to Antarctica. Not that close, but closer to Antarctica than I am. Oh, guys, I think we need to go to a bin stop again.
Well, she said 8 months.
Of course, I have to pick up another straw. Okay, so Paul, you're wearing shorts and shirts all year round, though it's 22 degrees inside the house. Okay, so confession. On your many walks today down to the beach, which is 10 minutes away from your house, I do listen, are you wearing shorts and a shirt? Or are you putting a jumper on? Are you wearing your thongs? Or are you putting shoes and socks on? Confession. You fell asleep on the grass, Lavender. Did you go for a walk? So, Lavender, you're in Perth, aren't you? Where'd you go for a walk, Lavender? Got to say, you've got some nice beaches over in Perth, like Scarborough Beach, Cotslow Beach, Rockness Island is amazing. Do you want to tell us where you live in Perth, or whereabout? Are you close to the beach? Okay, you're not close. Oh, well, say Lavender, where are you from? Maybe I got that wrong. Someone else was from Perth, sorry. Delete. Okay, so Paul, shorts, shoes, socks, 2 jumpers and a jacket. Laugh. That's gold. So you still wear the shorts, but you're just freezing cold. Yeah, I get it. So Lavender, whereabouts are you from? What state? If you want to tell us, or you can say mind your own business. It's all good. I just, making conversation. I'm sure you told me the other day. I just can't remember. I thought it was Perth. I actually think you're from Victoria somehow now. Paul, are you saying don't tell me to mind my own business and you're laughing? Smart ass. At the end of the road here, so we will climb up here. Just for reference, another toilet block. Paul, just saying. Okay, I now need to hitch the skirt up. Oh, definitely won't be changing the camera around. It's not a very good view. All right. Because I have my work skirt on still. So just to get up that little incline, I had to hitch the skirt up. All right, so back on the other side of this storm drain. One bit of straw and a little bit of bag full of seaglass. And we have some seagulls. I love seeing families on the beach playing, I think it's so great for kids to be on the beach. Aha, look, another bit of sea glass. Hi, how you going? So I've nearly walked back to my car. So that's not exactly 5Ks because 5Ks is all the way down to the point. So I need to readjust that. It's probably about 4Ks. So I wanted to do 6Ks today. So we're going to walk back to the surf club and back, okay? So if you want to join me, you can. You're welcome. Or you can go about your day. Or you can throw up a conversation in the chat and we can have a chat. Because I'm pretty good at having a chat. I'm also pretty good at putting my foot in it. Don't mean to put my foot in it, just, So Paul, I have to do something with all my footage from Samoa and Europe. But, in typical my style, I'm like all or nothing. I can't think how to start or where to start, to be honest. just all overwhelming. This is first world problems when you take too much footage. And I think that's why I've been doing the lives, because at least that way I've been able to capture some of where I've been. And actually, Jordan, if he's still on, he caught a bit of Europe and he caught a bit of Samoa. Paul, I know you caught a lot of Europe and a bit of Samoa too. I mean, I'll get there. I'm not stressed about it. But at the same time, it's interesting. I'm trying to do one video a week. One upload a week of like a long form video. Oh, seaglass. Seaglass. Good size. Sorry, I get distracted, I know. So I'm trying to do one upload a week, and I put one out last Thursday or Friday, I can't remember now. So I have half edited one. I should have went home this afternoon to edit it, but I went walking instead. I'm not upset about that because health first, right? And you know, it's not like I make money out of YouTube at all. Hey, maybe one day, but you know, I don't do it to make money. It's like a pipe dream. Everyone dreams of making money on YouTube, right? But you know, it's like 5% of the people make money. The rest of us we're doing work experience. So this is my work experience, or my volunteer work. Hopefully I'm embracing. Hopefully I'm making your day happy by having some random chat with me while I'm walking along a beach, picking up seaglass and rubbish. And you know, you could say I talk rubbish too, but I don't care. Bye, Lavender. Oh, Lavender, you changed your picture. So, Paul, what did you get up to today, if you don't mind me asking? And of course, you can say also, like Lavender, I don't want to talk about it. And I won't be insulted at all. What did I do? You could ask me what I did. Hold on, let me see. I post a short on Wednesday and a long form on Saturday, and I'm not and never will be monetized. And that's fine. Okay, so do you have a regular schedule, do you, Paul? So you do a short on a Wednesday. Did I see that short yet? I saw here we go, guys. Bottle top. Good old bottle top. I saw a video. What was it about? You had pelicans. Was it pelicans? There were some birds on the beach, wasn't there? Something on the beach. Tell us what the short was. She's chucking fish carcasses in the water. Don't go swimming there, people. I think she's part of the fishing group that we saw down there. They had lots and lots of mullet they were catching. They're licensed fishermen, so I think she might be part of them. So Paul, do you have a schedule? So that's your routine, a short on a Wednesday and a long form on a Saturday? I tried to have a schedule. It's supposed to be one on a Thursday night at 6 o'clock. I don't think I've ever kept to it, to be honest. So, like you said, I'll probably never be monetized either. But like, the thing is, right, people get monetized, but they're not making, they're not making a huge lot of money. Like, to be monetized doesn't seem to be, well, I mean, it is hard, yes, but it's not about just being monetized. It's about getting lots of views so that you can actually get paid money. So, I don't know how that works, but obviously I'm trying to still find out what I'm doing on YouTube. To be honest, I'm using it as a place to practice making videos. I play on Instagram a lot. I like making reels and stuff like that. So, a long version of a reel is a long form video, I guess. So I thought I'd have a crack at trying to, see how editing on a long form video would be. So that's why I'm here. But at the same time, it's also a nice place to put your videos, like your mementos. We don't keep photo albums anymore, do we? We don't print photos out. So it's kind of your new age photo frame, photo album, so to speak. That's what I use it for. Okay, so that's your schedule. Okay, so wallabies you posted. Did I see that? I'm sure I was looking at something on your page last night, Paul. It must have been wallabies. So Lavender's back. Lavender, you've changed your profile picture. I have noticed that. It was purple before with a bit of green on it. And now it's blue. I don't know really what it is. What is that? If you don't mind me asking. Just me being nosy again. So Lavender, oh, it's your hair, my hair. Oh, okay. All right. Lavender, do you post, oh look, there goes Pelican. See if I had a spare hand, not without rubbish, I would have been able to zoom in so you would see that. That was so cool. You had to be there kind of moment, guys. You had to be there kind of moment. Oh yeah, so Lavender, do you post, are you like posting stuff on your page as in like long form video, shorts, or you just watcher? Okay, you don't. Okay, so you're just a watcher, fair enough. So guys, we've nearly done it. We have nearly done the long walk. Well, not the long walk, but we wanted to get more than yesterday in. And we are doing more than yesterday now. This is all extra. I feel good. Na 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 na. I knew that I would. Na 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 na. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm on the live. Paul, when you're walking, do you kind of hum? I'm a big hummer when I'm walking. Like I just sing tunes to myself, make up tunes. Lavender, are you much of a walker? Oh, okay, so Lavender, you're underage. Okay. Fair enough. I wouldn't be in a hurry, put it that way, Lavender. Oh, anyone want a tennis ball? Got a bit wet. Okay, so Paul, you like to sing too, yeah? So good for us, I reckon. Humming and singing, dancing. Paul, I reckon you're a bit of a dancer. You might not video it, but I reckon you're a dancer. Am I right? Am I right? And if I could flip the camera around, I'd give you a big cheeky smile right now. Okay, I couldn't flip it around. I mean, I flipped it around with my hand. I've got a handful of rubbish, okay? Oh, but dancing can be your thing too. I'm sharing the dancing. Believe it or not, Paul, my crazy dance has inspired other people to dance. There's, I don't know, you might follow her. Her name's Tracy. Tracy from, I'm shocking with people's names on Facebook. Like, I know their names, but I don't know their handles. Wild West or something. Tracy from the Wild West, something like that. She's from America. But now she does dances. Every video she does a dance. And she says, I do it because Dora inspired me to dance, because it's just, fun. And then I have a video that I'm probably going to post next week, or maybe the week after, I don't know. One of someone I follow, subscribe to, or friends, should I say, she sent me a dance from a toilet. Yes, I'm not the only crazy person that dances in a toilet. I inspired one of them to dance in a toilet and she sent it to me on email. So, yeah, see? It's contagious, Paul. Just saying. Rub, rub, rub. Oops, I'm just chucking rubbish around. So the sun sets on the other side of this kind of point. I'll take you around there one afternoon. But we're beach walking at the moment, so we've got to concentrate, hey? So we've got to go back down to my rock. So lavender. I have a thing that when I do a beach walk, I have to walk down to this rock and give it a nice little kick. And that's the end of the beach. So normally, if it's not low tide, I can walk to that point there. It's called Scott's Point, and that's 5 Ks. Return. So I kind of park my car in the middle, and that's my kind of 5 Ks. So Lavender, I'm training for a 30-kilometre walk that I'm doing next month. And I'm doing it for a charity, Beyond Blue. That's a bit soggy there. No, that's so Paul. That's another friend. See, a lot of people like to dance, Paul. See, I'm not that crazy. It's all right. You can call me crazy. It's all good. I own it. It's an expression, I think, dancing. It can also be creative, I guess. Sometimes I come up with these crazy dances that are a bit creative. They might not fall well, but that's not the point. My rock looked like a love heart. Oh, I didn't actually look at that. Look on the side. Okay, tomorrow when I do that walk, I will look and I'll say thanks, Lavender. It does look like a love heart. It's interesting how people pick up on different things, isn't it? So what are we at? 4:42. And I've been talking for 90 minutes. Bloody hell. I can talk, can't I? Paul, you don't need to answer that. Lavender got it. I'm sure Paul got it. He's just probably writing something smart back at me. So not too far from my car, and then you'll get to see my haul of seaglass. Laugh. I was just about to type. Do I have any pets, Lavender? So Lavender, I have 5 chickens and 1 little quail. If you, some of my videos actually include those animals, but I couldn't tell you where. But yes, I have 4 chickens, and then I have 1 blind chicken. We have them free ranging in our backyard. I live in suburbia, so I don't have a farm or anything like that. I have a little homestead in my little backyard. I like to grow plants that I can eat and fruit that I can eat, and then I can give to my chickens too. And then I have 1 little quail, and then I have a blind chicken. So the blind chicken was at my mum's farm. So my mum has a farm, and she'd put it in a cage. I mean, it wasn't too small, but I just didn't think it was fair for a chicken to be in a cage like that. So we took it to my house, and we tried to integrate it with our other chickens, 4 chickens, but sadly they can tell, or they can sense that it's got something wrong with it. So they were jumping on her. It wasn't nice. So we saved her from that, and we put her in quite a big cage, and she feels safe there. So she can eat, drink water. It's sad. I mean, I don't know what quality of life she has, but we can't put her out. She'll get attacked by the other birds, other chickens, should I say, bitchy chickens. So yeah, and then we have a little quail. So we did have 7 quails, but they all died. Quails are hard to keep. Oh look, these are one-legged birds. So that one just pooped. Oh no, their legs. I think their legs are just tucked up. Oh, what's going on here? Have they got another leg? Come on, where's the other leg? It's just really weird that 2 of them are next to each other, hopping along like that. No, their legs up. Yeah, their legs under there. Why are they like? Why? Okay, is this one? Where's the other leg? Oh, it's under there. That's so weird. Why are they hopping along? Maybe that's like you, Paul. It's so cold because you've got shorts on, and they're like doing a one-legged hop because it's cold. Yeah, no, I'm collecting seaglass, Lavender. I'll show you. I've got a bag full here. Seaglass. I might be having a bit of a lisp and saying grass. I meant glass. Seaglass. Got a bag full here in my doggy bag. Hey Cody, you want to explore. What's your favourite country? Really hard question to ask, or answer, sorry. Many people ask me that, Cody, so don't, I'm not having a go. But I guess because I have been to 62 countries now, it is hard to answer because so many of them have so many cool aspects. Like the last country, Luxembourg, which Paul, don't you think Luxembourg was amazing? In my life, did I not show you how cool Luxembourg was? I actually really like Luxembourg, though it's expensive as hell. So, but I really liked it. Samoa was the country before that. Samoa was very cool, very natural. So I really enjoyed that too. It's hard to answer, but you know what? If you kind of like make me box me in and say, come on, just answer it, Dora. Like what's your top three? I would say Mexico, Egypt, and France. Cody, you're going to ask why Mexico, why Egypt, why France? Or would you like me just to answer it? Because I'm just making conversation, really. So, Egypt has to be one of my favourite because it was always that country that, as a young child, young Dora, learning about Egypt in high school or primary school, it was always that kind of place at the other end of the world. Like, it was so interesting, and they've got these big pyramids and the pharaohs and like Tutankhamun and the gold tombs and the sarcophagus. Oh, just so interesting, like so different to my backyard that, a young Dora was like, wow, that place, that'd be cool to go there. So when I went to Egypt, Cairo is just mad. I love mad. It's lots of traffic. It's crazy to cross the roads. It's like Asia crossing the roads. Like there's just cars coming at you every angle. The heat, the dust, the sounds of the call to prayer. The food, the people. The people are probably, I wouldn't say they're my favourite thing. Just unfortunately because men, and I'm lucky I'm not blonde because blonde women get really, really hassled a lot in Egypt. And obviously I'm not blonde, but I got hassled a lot too. So I hate to have been blonde. But I'm not going to, that's not taking away from the fact that I really loved Egypt. Obviously I've dreamed of going to see the pyramids all my life. So to see the pyramids was really, really cool. And to see Tutankhamun's mummy, Tutankhamun, mummified in the Valley of the Kings, and to go to the Egyptian Museum and see his gold, it's not called a coffin, it's called a sarcophagus. Really cool. I actually cried. I'm a bit of a crier. It was just like a really cool moment to see something that you've seen on a picture, on TV, the internet for years, and then to see it face to face in front of you is just like, wow, that kind of moment. Look at the sky. So beautiful. So I reckon the sunset would be really, really nice this afternoon. The sun would have probably already set by now. I don't remember Chloe. Hello, anyway. So Paul, you've got France because of the nude beaches. Right. We've got nude beaches here, eh? So Paul, you think Singapore is another country but it's also expensive. Yeah, Singapore's amazing too. Many countries. There's so many places to go to. So Chloe, Crochet Chaos. Chloe, are you from Australia? Are you from the Northern Hemisphere and up really, really early in the morning? You're from the Northern Hemisphere. Oh, so you're from Australia. What state are you from? I'm in Queensland. Paul is in Victoria. Cody, that's on the chat, is from the Gold Coast, also from Queensland. Lavender is on the chat, but she's from a state in Australia too. I'm not sure where. Okay, you're from Australia. Cool. Well, guys, let's see the sea glass. Lavender, sea glass. Sorry, it's not me, my accent. Let's see the stash. There's quite a good stash here, guys. It's a bit hard to show with this glass bag. I'm sure there's a coloured bit here that I thought was pretty cool. Or maybe I didn't get a coloured bit. I've got a lot of like brown beer bottles, kind of like look. Okay, I don't have any pretty ones, okay guys? That's alright, that's still, I can do something. Oh no, here we go. Look, that's a different colour. It's like a green. So lavender, here's my haul of sea glass. Sea glass, not grass, sea glass. So guys, I'm going to say goodbye here. Patches, thanks for the walk. This has been going for 100 minutes, wowzers. So anyway, thanks for joining. Like, subscribe, all the things. Cheers. Thanks Paul, thanks Cody, thanks Chloe, thanks Lavender. I'll probably see you tomorrow afternoon. And Lavender, I'll see if that rock has a love heart on it. I'm sure it does, because you wouldn't lie to us, would you? Okay, see ya. Bye.